Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lori, a licensed therapist, and today we're going to dive into attachment theory, specifically the avoidant attachment style. If you ever found yourself pushing people away just when things starts to get close, or just wondering why do I keep attracting emotionally unavailable partners, this video is going to make a lot of sense. By the end, you'll understand what avoidant attachment is, how it shows up in relationships, where it comes from, and most importantly, how to start working towards becoming more securely attached. And let me just say this up front, nobody is 100% secure in their relationships. We all have insecurities that shows up from time to time, and the goal isn't to be perfectly secure. It's to become more aware, more intentional, and to keep growing on how we connect with others. So let's start with what avoidant attachment style is. Attachment theory comes from the work of John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth, who studied how early relationships with caregivers shape the way we connect with others as adults. I've linked Ainsworth's famous strange situation experiment in the description, and I observed how children reacted when separated from and reunited with their caregiver. And that research helped identify the main attachment styles we talk about today. Avoidant attachment is sometimes called dismissive avoidant, and it develops when a child's emotional needs weren't consistently met. Maybe their caregiver were emotionally distant, dismissive, or even discouraged showing vulnerability. And as a survival strategy, they rely on themselves, minimizing their needs and avoiding closeness. Over time, that strategy becomes part of their identity, being independent, self-sufficient, and emotionally guarded. And here's the thing, people with avoidant attachment, they actually still want love and connection, but it often feels safer to love from a distance than to risk being hurt. Now let's talk about how avoidant attachment style shows up in relationships, because this is where people usually start noticing the pattern. So picture this. You've been in a relationship with someone for over a year, right? Things are going great. They start talking more about the future. And they start saying things like, I really see us building something together. I can't wait to marry you in the future. So instead of feeling excited, you feel super anxious and you start feeling trapped. You might start thinking this is moving too fast, I need some space, so you start pulling away. Other signs might be that you might be attracted to emotionally unavailable people because it just feels more safe, right? There's no risk to be fully seen. Another sign is like when conflict happens, you shut down or you withdraw instead of talking it through. Another common sign that I see is like you tell yourself that you don't need anyone, or you just pride yourself in being super independent when deep down, again, you actually crave connection. And if you're dating someone with an anxious attachment style, this can create the classic push and pull dynamic where one person keeps reaching for closeness and the other just keeps pulling away, right? It's not that you don't care, it's that closeness just feels overwhelming. Where does this come from? For many avoidantly attached adults, it started in childhood. You went through experiences that has taught you to hide your emotions or to handle things on your own. Maybe you had caregivers who were loving in some ways, but emotionally distant. You might have heard things like, you're too sensitive, or I don't have time for this right now. And those small moments send a big message to a child. They might think that their feelings are too much and that it's safer to just not share them. Imagine a little boy who runs to his dad for comfort after being bullied at school. Instead of listening, his dad says, man up, don't let them see you cry. That boy quickly learns that showing his emotion won't get him the support that he needs. And now fast forward to adulthood, he's great at taking care of others and keeping things together, but he struggles to open up and ask for help. Or picture a little girl who goes to her mom crying after getting hurt at the park. Instead of comfort, her mom says, stop crying, you're fine. Right? And over time, that little girl learns that if I show my feelings, I won't get comfort. So I'll just deal with things on my own. Now, as adults, that same belief often plays out in your relationships. We may crave connection, but our nervous system says stay safe by staying distant. The problem is that the sense of safety comes at the cost of you receiving real intimacy. You might look like you have it all together on the outside, but deep down there's a part of you that feels unseen and disconnected. So you may still carry that inner child who believes if I depend on someone, I'll be let down, and if I show my needs, I'll be rejected. And that belief was formed long before you became an adult. And now this is what drives the avoidance today. Now, here's the hopeful part. Avoidant attachment is not permanent. You can absolutely build more secure connection and be more securely attached. It takes awareness, patience, and a lot of self-compassion, but it's possible. Here's some steps to begin healing. Number 1, notice the pattern. Start by catching yourself in real time. When you feel yourself pulling away, ask, what am I protecting myself from? Just naming it can interrupt the old cycle. Number 2, challenge old beliefs. Avoidant attachment often comes with a belief like I don't need anyone, or if I open up, I'll get hurt. Remind yourself, I can be independent and still need connection, right? Both can be true. Number 3, take baby steps at being vulnerable. Share something small about your feelings with a trusted friend or partner. Like for example, I had a rough day today, I'm feeling drained. If you're in a relationship, instead of shutting down, you can pause and say, I notice I feel uncomfortable right now, but I do care about you, I just need some space. That's a small moment of practicing vulnerability, and over time, those moments add up. Number 4, allow yourself to receive care. When someone offers help, resist the urge of saying no or that I'm fine. Instead, try saying, thank you, I really appreciate that. Receiving love is part of healing. Number 5, practice inner child work. This one's powerful. Visualize your younger self, the version that learned it wasn't safe to need others, and tell them, you're allowed to have needs. It's safe to feel this right now. This kind of reparenting helps you soften the old defense system that you've learned all these years. And lastly, seek therapy or support group. Working with a therapist or joining a group where you can practice vulnerability in a safe space can help you in your healing journey. You learn through experience that closeness doesn't have to mean danger. It can mean safety, understanding, and love. Healing avoidant attachment is really about learning how to stay present in the moments of closeness instead of retreating. It's about moving from I don't need anyone to it's okay to need and trust others. So if you recognize yourself in this video, please know that there is nothing wrong with you. Avoidant attachment is just an old survival strategy that you have learned to feel safe when you were younger. But now as an adult, you have the power to create a new pattern. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need it. And tell me in the comments, what part of avoidant attachment resonates most with you? I'd love to hear your experiences. Until next time, take care of yourself.